tossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Dak going to start out going to the air. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down, Prescott. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup at 25. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
And also
and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind the Damian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. But Damian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people in the NFL.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 40 now on second down, Murray. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cowboys 7, Cardinals 0.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running right on the option is Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action, Prescott. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Prescott off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Now Murray. Right side caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. 1st down, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but It's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to get in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Give him 18 on the play.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray going to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. That's complete to McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! From 21 yards away. And the Cards have cut it back within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really
good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Pollard again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Buying time to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The 71 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Murray now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He gets it complete to Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Murray now on 1st down. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a 1st down, obviously, Charles. 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field, so they picked up the 1st down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Murray now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Murray. Steps away. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
First down, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. But this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Murray. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing